everyone, and welcome to TNT. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you Her Majesty's answer to the Pale Rider, Rowdy Yates, and the Lone Ranger all rolled into one, Lord Alfred Hayes. This is a rather unusual setting here in Uncle Elmer's barn.
It's most unusual, and I think the dress, the garb is awfully fitting for me, don't you think so?
Well, actually, Alfred,
Doesn't it look nice?
I'd say you look probably almost as ridiculous as I do in this outfit. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, an individual who will join us momentarily, certainly very much at home in this particular setting, the nephew of Uncle Elmer. Would you please welcome the one and only Hillbilly Jim? Jim, my goodness, this is a most unusual setting here. All a bunch of little critters, I guess you'd call them.
My buddies. Look at that. It's a sheep.
It is? I think even Alfred figured that one out, you know.
He had a hard time with that goat one time. Remember that?
He needs to wash his face, though.
Yes. We'll take a little look at the critters a little bit later on and things of that nature. How is Hillbilly Jim coming along? We're anxious for you to step back into the ring soon.
Well, I'm feeling much better, thank you. You know, it ain't going to be too long before I'm going to be able to get back in there and start working that leg out. Doctor says it won't be long. He says to me, just keep doing what I'm doing because everything's going real good. But I want to thank everybody for all the cards and letters they've been sending me and for all the telegrams. They've been sending me all kind of little gifts and things, you know, and boy, it sure makes me feel better. It's good to know people out there think about me, and them prayers have really helped me. Thanks a lot.
Well, now, Uncle Elmer is burst upon the scene here, and of course, you're in the running for Manager of the Year, managing during this hiatus that you've taken because of the injury. And Elmer is something else again. We'd like to get into that in just a minute, but moments from now, we're going to take you back to your very first wrestling match.
Oh, I remember that well.
I'm sure you do.
That's a proud day for me and them folks up Mudlick, you know.
I'm sure it was.
They still talking about it.
Well, let's go back and take another look at it.
Jim so far is having a good time in there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, so far he's shown that he's pretty strong too, because this Terry Gibbs is no easy pickings here, you know.
Oh my, kick to the midsection, and Terry Gibbs in her front face lock now on Hillbilly Jim. Oh, but look at that. Jim sits him down in the corner, pats him on the chest and backs off. Hulk Hogan keeping a watchful eye on what's happening, and watch out, here we go. Shoulder block by Gibbs. It was like running into a brick wall. He tries it again. Gibbs now go. Oh my! Oh yes! Hillbilly Jim is doing very well for himself. Thus far, is he ever? But Gibbs, a seasoned veteran, I think. Oh my. Raked his eyes, I believe he did. Raked his face. Jim in trouble now. My goodness. Unfortunately, this is what happens when you have a relatively inexperienced individual in the ring against a veteran like this fellow Gibbs.
That's true, and of course Gibbs failed at everything he tried, and then, like you say, he did something around his eyes, and of course nobody's strong in the eyes, so.
Gibbs hammering away, kick to the chest, or in the midsection. Trying to get him up. Gibbs can't quite get him up. Oh, look at that! What a slam by Hillbilly Jim! Oh, and a bear hug! That's what he's been working on! How about that? Hillbilly Jim wins the match. I don't think he can believe it. Terry Gibbs wasted no time at all in submission, and Hillbilly Jim has done it. He has won his very first World Wrestling Federation matchup.
Woo, boy.
Huh?
Boy, I remember that. Look at that cold chill bump. Look at that, Lord. Woo!
That takes you back a little way.
Oh, boy, that's a proud moment for me. I tell you what, that Hulk Hogan, he really helped me there. I tell you what a man. Never forget him for that.
Well, indeed. Of course, he's right behind you all the way and helping you. We understand a little bit as far as your training is
Yes,
concerned
he
all
is.
over again.
You know, I've talked to him several times. He's helped me, and he's such a busy fella.
Speaking of helping you, another man who has really helped you. Where is Uncle Elmer?
Oh, Elmer will be here directly. He's over yonder slopping them hogs. Yeah, he's got a lot of hogs. He's got 500 or 600 pigs and hogs over yonder.
Do you understand what's being said as slopping the hogs? Do you understand that terminology?
No, I really don't. What is that? Slapping them?
No, not slapping. Slopping the hogs.
Slopping hogs? No, I really
They don't do that in England.
What if you were to explain it to me?
What do y'all eat over there?
Bacon.
Well, you got to slap the hogs if you don't eat the bacon.
Well, we'll be back with Uncle Elmer, who's out slopping the hogs.
Slopping.
Yes,
When you
slopping.
feed 'em, you know.
And we'll have more TNT. Stay with us. All right, back with more TNT. And boy, this Elmer's barn is really something. It's got all
Ain't
kinds
this
of stuff.
something? This is the finest barn in the county right here.
Matter of fact, here he comes in now. Let's have a warm
Elmer.
welcome for Uncle
Come
Elmer.
in here, buddy.
He got his pigs with him there. Well, this is, beg your pardon?
He didn't say nothing.
He did. This was,
He's just a little nervous, because he's on TV,
well, I guess maybe it does have an effect on some people. This looks, Alfred, does this look like anyone you know?
Yes, it does rather. Reminds me of one of my old girlfriends.
I'm glad
Boy,
you
the
said that,
funniest man
Alfred.
I've ever heard, buddy. I'll tell you what I like you.
It actually smells like one of my old girlfriends.
Well, Elmer, this is,
Hold it there.
I'll tell you, this is a
got it,
terrific
brother.
place, and you've got all kinds of, you even have your own band out here. This is really, we're quite honored.
Well, it's good to have y'all here, and we're going to have a good time. Got a big hoedown coming down. We're going to do a little singing. We're going to do a little dancing. We're going to do a lot of eating.
Well, I
Ooh, I'm ready for that.
Little iced tea.
A bunch of iced tea. I don't take a little bit. I take a bunch.
Well, I can see
What about
that.
that white wine that they
No, we ain't going to have no homebrew. We
You
ain't
too
going to
good
have
with
no
that
wine.
last time.
I don't indulge in alcoholic beverages.
There you go. All right. Now, what we'd like to do is to take you back to some videotape footage, and it'll be Uncle Elmer in individual competition. Of course, at his side will be his nephew, Hillbilly Jim, and you two make quite a combination.
Well, we're good friends, and when kin folks need kin folks to help out, we help out, brother.
All right, well, let's take a look at Uncle Elmer in action. Let's go to the videotape.
That is the one great thing about being in shape, keeping yourself in good shape, and everything is healing quite nicely. And as you said, before too long, we're going to see Big Jim again.
Well, let's see what Uncle Elmer can do in there. We know what Hillbilly Jim can do. All right, to the rope. Ooh, shoulder block by Uncle Elmer. Look at old Uncle Elmer in there. Another one. Another one coming off. My goodness. Uncle Elmer, there's his cowbell and his hat.
Well, I'm surprised that Petrucci tried to knock him down with tackles. The guy weighs over 400 pounds. That is not the smartest thing to do.
I would not think so.
Although I don't know what Petrucci can do really to get this guy. He is really big.
What was his weight? 406?
406.
Oh, look at this. Elmer using his belly as well. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a punch. Elmer can fire off a right hand. Oh, what a slap.
That's a big slam when you're coming down that high.
Uncle Elmer and Hillbilly Jim. Elmer slamming A.J. Petrucci down to the canvas. Elmer. Oh, my goodness. Elmer with a cover. Uncle Elmer with an embrace with Hillbilly Jim. My goodness, this is something else again.
Here is your winner, Uncle Elmer.
We'll be back with more TNT. Stay with us. Lots more picnicking and all kind of clogging and all kind of stuff happening here in Elmer's barn. Back with more TNT and Uncle Elmer's Hoedown here and all kind of good stuff going on and just about ready to have a little picnic here at Elmer's.
Shindig.
A shindig, all right. And then after we're gonna attack some of these victuals here. And
Hey!
please,
Supposed to ask
wait,
the
please,
blessing
let's
before you do
just
that,
wait.
boy.
Before we get into the picnic, Alfred, you must be hungry. Then I understand you have brought a little.
I got some friends of mine down in Meridian, Mississippi. They're gonna do a little clogging for you.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go to the clogging then.
All right.
Well, about your partner, and the corner Steve, and all the joint hands, sure to the left hand, what you do, you sure to the left, good the other way back, same old track, make your feet go wiggity whacking, Alabama left to your left hand, walk right into the right left hand, every other girl with every other hand. When you meet your own, you promenade, go 2 by 2, and right back home, that's what you do. Ladies to the center, back to the bar, gents to the center with the right hand, star right hand around. How do you do? Now back with the left, fine, thank you. Pass your partner right on by and pick up the next one on the fly. Star promenade. Gents back out and the ladies in. Go once and a half and gone again. Break that star, swing where you are. Promenade 2 by 2, promenade her, she'll promenade you, and right back home you go. Ladies to the center, back to the bar. Gents to the center, right hand, star, right hand around, and how do you do? And back with the left and a fine thank you. Pass the next one right on by and pick up a new one on the slide. Gents back out and the ladies in, twice and a half. Woo! Break that Texas star again, break that star, swing where you are. And promenade, go round the ring, promenade, go 2 by 2. Right back home, that's what you do. Well, bow to your partner. And the corners too. Wave to the girl across the hall. That's all there is. That's it. That's all.
All right.
That's my friend. Well, y'all Mississippi. That's about 40 miles from Philadelphia.
I understand that. Now, Elmer, what do we have here in the way of victuals and?
Well, we got some cornbread.
Uh-oh. Goes that hand again.
We got some mustard,
Right.
and we got my favorite dish.
Favorite dish.
This is my favorite dish, and cousin Jim here, he likes it too.
Oh,
This is barbecued possum. I've been cooking it all night long. Barbecued possum.
Oh,
Hey, keep your hands off of that cornbread. You're supposed to ask the blessing before you do that. Do you understand?
I do now. Yes.
that's right.
Okay, I'm not being mean to you, Uncle.
Yes, you were.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not being
That's
mean.
just
but
the way we do around here. You
that's-
gotta show a little reverence.
that's
We're
what
sorry
you
that you didn't know.
call-
He didn't know no better.
That's what they call countrified. If you ain't countrified, you ain't nothing.
That's right, buddy.
Alfred, you just have to get countrified.
We're gonna say the prayer. I'm gonna say the prayer. Now, if you
bless
don't mind, would you take that hat off, please?
Yeah,
sir?
you gotta take your hat
Y'all
off.
ready? Now here, let's get this thing right. Is everybody ready? Bow
Everybody
your heads,
ready?
please. Good food, good meat. Thank you, Lord, because we're gonna eat. Amen. All right.
All right.
I love it. That's a short one.
All right, now here, I'm gonna give you one of these. This barbecue possum here. Now I'm gonna fix him up a nice
No,
healthy
I'd rather
dish.
have
here.
some of those
No,
good-
sir, you've never had nothing but it till you've
I'll
had
have some
one of these
tomato.
right here. Let me tell you, this
Some
is
what?
I'll have some tomato.
A who?
Tomato.
He
No,
wants
you can't
some
wait till
tacos.
tomorrow and do
We
it.
don't have no tacos.
I thought he said tomorrow. No, you can't do nothing tomorrow.
I don't want that.
Oh, you're gonna have to. You
Gotta
got to
eat
eat one of
this.
this right here. Look at here.
Hey, you gotta eat some of this possum.
Okay, let me make it.
You
Here,
ain't
let me
never had a
put you
possum
nice-
sandwich before.
Let
Put
me
them
put
big
you a
piece
nice
of onion
onion
on
on
it.
it.
Put them on.
Give me a mater over there. Give me a mater over there.
give me some
mater.
mater.
Down there and get a mater right there.
Yeah, give him a mater.
This mater gonna
Give
be
him a big
bright.
piece of that corn over there too.
All right, right here.
You
There
want
you go
some-
now,
hey,
Lord.
hey,
You have one of those now. Now, Mr. McMahon, I'm gonna make you one too now.
All right, I'm
now you
really
just
looking
push
for
that
it.
head back in here and get ready for this.
Do you
This is
want
a
some buttermilk? Do you want some
fantastic
iced
one.
tea?
Woo!
You want buttermilk or iced tea?
Oh, give me some buttermilk. You had
I'll have
buttermilk.
some
Buttermilk.
Hot tea with
Hot
a little
No,
tea.
no hot tea. We don't got hot tea. We got
Box
cold
tea.
tea and we got buttermilk. Try
Buttermilk,
that
that's
buttermilk.
right, buddy.
Now try it one time.
That was the hand.
Woo, doggy.
Well,
We'll put some
try that buttermilk.
Don't worry about that.
Come on, Alfred.
Try the
Worry about the
buttermilk.
Here
Try
goes
it.
Mr. McMahon right there,
Oh,
bud.
thank
Boy,
you
eat that up
very
now.
much.
Hey, take you a bite of that here.
Is this
Go ahead.
dilute?
Here, let's
Go
have,
ahead.
let's have
Ain't
a,
nothing
let's
wrong with
propose
it.
a little toast of a sort here.
Little
Come on,
toast.
boys.
Come on,
Right here.
boys.
There we go.
Here.
Cheers.
Woo! Over the
Come
gun
on,
to the
Lord.
tea. Here
Come
we
on,
go.
Lord Halford. Now, ain't that good?
Woo, boy.
Yeah. That is sour milk.
Hey, that's not sour milk. That's buttermilk.
That's
Let me
buttermilk,
show you.
buddy.
Let me show you exactly what to do with that. All
That
right.
is slapping
What you do,
pig milk.
you pour a little buttermilk in this cup right here. I wish I had a big old bowl, man.
Mercy.
I'll tell you what. If I had a big old bowl, then you take some of this cornbread and you sprinkle it up in your
That's
like
the
this.
best you ever seen. That's really good at
Y'all see
breakfast.
me
It gets
doing
you
this
going.
with that right hand too, though.
Can't do it left-handed, that's right.
Hey, let me take this gum out. I'm gonna put it right here because
right.
I might
That's
do it some more after a while.
That is disgusting.
Now then you take it down here and you put it like
Mix all that up, do you?
Mix all that up. Put a-
Woo,
I need
boy.
a little bit more cornbread.
A little more cornbread. Well, all right.
Why don't you put some of the grits in there?
No, I don't want no grits.
Oh, no,
While
no.
you're doing that, Alfred, why don't you take a big
Take
bite
some of that possum there,
Take
brother. I
some
got
of that
that thing.
possum burger.
Okay.
No,
No. Come on, eat the, you don't eat
eat
like
the
that.
meat. You gotta eat the whole
I'll take
meat.
the tomato.
No,
No,
that's
no,
that
no.
tomato.
Alfred,
That's a mater,
You're
man.
missing the whole thing here, Lord. Come on, you're gonna have to
I
eat
can't
that.
eat a possum.
You gotta eat the
Put
possum.
that back on there and eat that there, buddy.
Come on, Alfred,
Here,
be a
let me have
sport.
it.
Be a sport.
Here.
Get you a bite of that
Take
now.
a bite out of it.
Take you a bite of that there, partner.
Mr.
That's fine and dandy
Mr.
now.
McMahon, how about you trying that
Oh, I'm
possum?
going to jump all over
He's
there in
had
a
all his
second.
fingers poking in this.
Go
as
ahead,
well.
take a bite out of it, Alfred. Let's see how it goes.
Well, my hands
Go
are
ahead, I
freezing.
wanna see.
Look at
Go
it.
ahead.
You ain't never hurt me. Look at me.
See.
Now you didn't even eat none of the possum. You ate the tomato.
Get your fingers off that.
All right.
Oh, you are so funny.
He's
I'll
funny,
tell
ain't he?
you what, I'd like to have you down in my pig pen. You'd make my hogs cry.
All right. How about a little more music?
I
a little more
told you he was
dancing
funny,
back there?
fella.
Strike it up, boys.
Well, bow to your partner. And the corner is two. And all join hands. Circle to the left. That's what you do. You circle to the left. And back to the right. The other way back. Sit your hat cowboy style. When you meet her, go hog wild. Allemande left to your left hand. Right to your own with the right and left grand. Grand right and left. Go around. Get the foot up and a little one down. And reverse back. Go the other way back. All go east on the westbound track. Swing when you meet the head and the feet. Now promenade, go round the ring. You promenade to go 2 by 2 and the right back home. That's what you do. When you get there, couple one, lead to the right and circle up 4 with all your might. Now leave the lady where she be and then go on and circle up 3. Take that lady along with you. Go on to the next and circle up 4. Leave that lady right where she be and then go home alone. Forward 6-6, fall back, jits around on the inside track. Right hand high, left hand low. On to the next and here we go. And the forward 6-6, fall back, jits around on the inside track. Right hand high, left hand low. On to the next and here we go. And the forward 6-6, fall back, jits on the inside track. Right hand high, left hand low. On to the next and here we go. Forward 6-6, fall back, make your feet go wickety whack. Right hand high, left hand low. On to the next and here we go. An Allemande left with your left hand, right to your own right, left grand. Every other girl with every other hand. When you meet your own, reverse back. Let's all go east on the westbound track, the other way back. When you meet your own, you swing your own. Swing your partner right back home. Now couple 2, lead out to the right and circle up 4 with all your might. Leave that lady where she be and then go on and circle up 3 and take the lady along with you on to the next and circle up 4. Now leave that lady right where she be and home you go. Forward 6 and 6, fall back. 2 gets around the inside track, right hand high, left hand low. On to the next and up too slow and the forward 6 and back. 2 gets around the inside track, right hand over, left hand under. On to the next and flag under. Forward 6-6, fall back. Jet round on the inside track, right hand high, left hand low. On to the next and
What a picnic we got going here. Uncle Elmer got everybody into the
Bring this buttermilk too. I love this buttermilk cornbread.
You have a napkin?
Napkin. Wipe your face like that.
Well, here's the napkin, buddy. What's like that?
Wipe it on your pants. Wipe it on your pants. Yeah, on your pants, sir, buddy. A little different atmosphere here. Wipe it on your pants.
On our country and western TNT, we're going to be back in just a minute with the western portion. Joining us is going to be the baddest dude who ever walked from the Lone Star State, Mr. Terry Funk. We'll be right back with more TNT.
Right hand high, left hand under, on to the next to near leg under. Forward 6 hips, fall back. 2 deads round the inside track.
Beer, Donna. Bring me a beer, honey. I'm a married man, honey. I don't fool around.
Mr. Funk, how do you do?
You know, I'm meaner than John Wesley Hardin with burr in his butt. If you asked me if you could sit there,
No, sir. Did not, but I'd like to talk a little wrestling with you. Your wrestling style, no doubt, you speak of mean. I think you bring a new dimension to the word into the World Wrestling Federation. It's a rather unique style that Terry Funk has, isn't it?
it's a very special style.
I wonder if I could, join you with a beer, maybe?
That's my beer.
All right. You mind if I have one?
Donna, bear him.
These your friends, Mr. Funk?
They're cowboys, aren't they?
Sure looked like it to me.
They're not some pig farming, chicken choking goat ropers like those two fools from Mississippi, are they?
I guess maybe they're a different, but you're different. You're very different. I mean, your style is different. I'd like, if possible, to show some of the fans that just how different your style really is. We have some videotape footage, if we can have some quiet around here.
Boys!
All right, let's go to the videotape.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my right, from San Benito, Texas, weighing 235 pounds, Aldo Marino. His opponent, from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 260 pounds, Terry Funk.
That's a big, tough hombre, as Bruno Sammartino said earlier on. Perhaps the toughest wrestler to ever hail from the Lone Star State. And Mr. Funk has asked for a little assistance here.
Terry Funk has made quite a reputation for himself through the years. This guy has been everywhere and he's met them all. And he is a tough, tough man. He's a vicious man. But nevertheless, he's been a winner throughout his wrestling career.
Oh, look at that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Whoa. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, come on! Look what's happening! I can't... Terry Funk, this ring attendant was simply, oh my goodness! Was simply trying to take his things. Oh! Oh, this poor man!
Look at this now. That was the ring attendant. My goodness.
I've never seen, oh no! I've never seen anything like that in my life.
All right, now what do you think of those actions? What do you think of that?
What do you think of him, boys? Hey, that's the junkyard dog's brother, Corn Dog.
Well, if that's an example of the way that you're going to attempt to handle yourself in the World Wrestling Federation, Mr. Funk, I would suggest that there are going to be some individuals that are going to very much look forward to stepping into the ring with you.
They better be ready. I'll brand them and I'll beat them.
Don't you think an apology is in order for what we saw a few moments ago? Don't you think the American public deserves an apology?
An apology?
Wait a minute. We'll be back with more TNT, but one last chance. Don't you think the American public deserves an apology?
Apology?
All right, back with more TNT, and looks like you fellows are just about ready to have a
Coconut cake.
Okay, sir. Let me get this
coconut
thing put down
cake
here. Just
time.
about right here.
My goodness.
You have a nice big piece.
Yes,
I
sir.
love it, boy.
You have gone through some
Get this
victuals
right
here.
I've gone through a bunch of food too.
Oh my goodness, you don't. Oh my! Look at the size of that piece
Here you go,
of
Lord.
cake.
Get you got the little piece there, buddy.
No, don't, you've had your fingers in that.
Well, just throw on the sides.
Don't worry about it, Don.
All right, back in Elmer's barn here on TNT, and to join us now, ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned Intercontinental Champion, the one and the only Tito Santana. Congratulations, Tito.
Wait, he's missing something here. Hold just a second here.
Tito's missing something?
What am I missing?
I don't know. You got the championship belt back?
Yeah, you got the belt, but look here. You got to get this right here, Tito. Let me put that on there. You the champion. You got to look like a champ. Whoa! There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
Woo! You look good there. How about him, Elmer?
I think he looks good, real good.
Real
I'd like
good.
to have him down on my pig farm about a week.
Is that right? Well, I don't know which would be more difficult, being on Elmer's pig farm for a week or the steel cage match in which you won the championship back. That was a grueling encounter.
It sure was, Vince. There's no doubt in my mind that's the toughest, roughest match I've ever been involved in. And it was the most enjoyable match at the end because I took the belt, something that I've been chasing for months, and Greg the Hammer Valentine made it tough for me. And as soon as I signed that cage match, I knew I was getting close to the end of the rainbow, Vinny, and everything that I had been dreaming for came through that night in Baltimore.
Indeed it did, and all the hard work paid off, all the pain and hard work that you've put in, and many thought that you would have given up long ago, Tito.
Well, at times, it was very, very hard, Vince, and the fans, I kept getting the mail, and they kept saying, Tito, don't give up. The only reason you don't have that belt right now is because he's been running. Get him in a cage, they've been telling me for a long time. It finally happened to me, and it was great. I enjoyed it.
All right, what we'd like to do is take you to some videotape footage. As a matter of fact, Baltimore, Maryland will be the setting, and the steel cage matchup will join it in progress. Let's go to the tape. All right, here now, you see the mouth of the South out there with a megaphone. Jimmy Hart And in the ring, you and Valentine have been going at it for some time now. And at this point, was there any quit involved? Did you at any time during this course of the match, and you must be about 15 minutes into it by now, think that indeed this was going to be the last two rides, you'd never make it?
Well, I had given the people my word, Vince, and this was a do-or-die situation for me. And at times, I didn't know what was going to happen, the result. I didn't know if I could keep going because, like I said, it was the most bruising match I've ever been involved in. At this point, you know, I'm hurting. Greg the Hammer Valentine is hurting. The only thing we're trying to do is get out of the ring, get to the floor, because that's the only way.
All right, now here you're almost over the top now. One leg just almost there, and Valentine hooks the ankle. Valentine himself trying to come up.
That's exactly right, Vince. You know, the door, I didn't find out till I viewed the film. The door was right next door to me. At that point, I didn't know where I was at. And neither did Greg Valentine, because if he would have known, he would have gone for the door. And at this point, we're completely exhausted. We're bruised, and we're given the last energy.
Now look, Valentine's almost out, but you slammed the door right in his kisser.
That's exactly right. And it's, you know, the referee opened the door, and that's when I realized where we were in the ring. And I saw him trying to make a dive out, and I was lucky that my legs got the door, and I pushed it right into him, and I was able to fall to the floor, and the belt was mine. The rest
And
was
look,
history.
look who just jumped over you, Jimmy Hart. Now look what's happening on the inside.
Well, that's exactly right. Greg Valentine wasn't expecting this. He didn't think he was going to lose the belt, and he is pretty, I would say, a little upset about the result.
We've seen temper tantrums before.
And when I heard the fans screaming and hollering, I looked around and I knew what was taking place. It was too late. I got into the ring and the belt was demolished. Greg did a number on the belt. He hit the post with it. He destroyed the belt, but it's mine. I took it away from Valentine, and it's going to be around my waist for a long time now, Vince.
Well, now finally, the dream coming true. Valentine on the outside, dejected Jimmy Hart. I'm sure vowing that indeed they will return with the championship intact. Perhaps if you give them an opportunity. A grueling matchup all the way.
It sure was, Vince, and I'm sure he's going to get his chances. You know, I've been accused of being a closet champion in the past by Greg Valentine. I'm going to prove to you, Valentine, I'm not afraid of anybody. I'll put the belt. It's a rough sport. It's hard, but I don't mind putting the belt in the line, Vince. I'm ready for you, Greg Valentine, or anybody else that wants a shot at it.
Well, indeed, a tremendous victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout and new Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Tito Santana.
All right, there you were. Baltimore, Maryland, I'm sure a match, as we said before, that you will long remember. And now what is in store for Tito Santana? You have won the championship once again, but is it not maybe even more difficult to hang on to it, Tito?
Well, it's exactly right, Vince. Everybody knows, it's no secret, the Worldwide Wrestling Federation is number one, has been number one for a long time, but the talent is better now than it ever has. And the belt's going to be up. The contenders are going to be coming at me. But the way I felt in that ring when I won the belt that night, and I knew the fans were behind me, it sure helps to have the people behind me. And I guarantee the people, you didn't let me down. You stayed behind me. I guarantee you, when I step into the ring, I'm going to defend that belt with honor for all the fans across the nation, and I intend to keep it for a long time, Vince.
Now, let me ask you a poignant question here. Which would you rather do, defend the title in a steel cage, or would you rather spend a week down on Uncle Elmer's pig farm?
I would rather spend the week at Uncle Elmer's pig farm. That cage,
Are you sure about that?
well,
You don't know what them pigs do. You better smell, boy.
Yeah. Oh, very
Elmer,
good.
smell Elmer over there.
Well, Elmer had one of the pigs up earlier on, and the pig made a what?
The pig urinated on me.
Boy, I'll tell you, and that was it just made that possum burger taste all that better, I'm sure. But nonetheless, we'll be back, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with more TNT. Stay with us. We'll have a word about next week's card and, well, a whole lot more. Who knows what's going to happen at Uncle Elmer's barn. All right, Elmer. Elmer has had himself a real good time.
Good time. Hey, neighbors.
Yes, indeed, and we have all had a good time here at Uncle Elmer's barn. We'd like to thank all of our guests, as a matter of fact. We'd like to thank Hillbilly Jim for... Wait.
Who do you... Stop the band! I'll tell you who I think I am. Let me tell you something, Santana. These two big fat slobs next to you ain't gonna protect you. Nobody's gonna protect you anymore. You understand that? You gotta hold yourself back up. I promise you this.
You lost a title fair and square.
No, we didn't. We didn't lose. The promotion's always been behind you. If it takes every penny I've got, if I have to fly to every town that you're gonna be in, every town and sit in the audience, sooner or later, when you least expect it, the Hart Foundation, Valentine and Hart, we're gonna strike, and we're gonna make an example out of you. You understand that?
You have not been invited to this.
I don't care about being invited. I don't need it ever. Don't you laugh. Don't look at me.
Alfred!
Don't look at me. I don't care anything you want to do. Anything. I'm sick of this whole thing. You're going to pay back for it. You understand that? You understand that? I promise you this.
Jimmy Hart, boy, I'll get you for this. You done messed up my shindig.
Okay.
Oh, I'll recover, don't worry. That's a dreadful thing to do to anybody, especially.
Alfred!
Man has absolutely no dignity.
Hold on, let me help you.
This is pure, this is horrible. He messed up my shindig. Jimmy Hart, you gonna pay for this, boy.
That was chocolate cake, wasn't it?
That was chocolate, my chocolate cake all over your head.
That man has absolutely no dignity whatsoever.
My God,
Awfully pleased. Thank you, Hillbilly Jim.
Here, Alfred.
Gosh, that is just
Pure horrible.
Mr. McMahon, we're so sorry about this. Doggone it.
grits and everything all over.
Somebody give me something help to get him up here.
Oh, my God.
It's okay. Just leave me for a moment. Just leave me for a moment.
Well,
I'm sorry about that, Vince.
thank you very much, Alfred, and everyone else for being with us, and we're awfully sorry it had to end on this note. Join us next week for more TNT.